One thing that really caught my eye recently is that the SEPA numbers came out, the number of cameras and lenses that have shipped so far in 2020. And the numbers aren't good. In fact, they're less than half as many cameras and lenses have shipped so far in this year compared to this point in 2019. And I've been thinking also at a personal level that I've been taking a lot fewer photos this year as well. In fact, this is the only year in my entire history of photography, and I started like 10 years ago, that I have a gap in my Lightroom catalog. I think it's May and April, I didn't take a single photo. And part of that's because of the travel restrictions. There's other things going on as well. And I'm not proud of that fact, but it's just what happened. However, now that I have started going out a lot more often for photography, I've been kind of pushing myself to do it, I've really just felt like it's been very good for me. And I know that I'm really lucky to live out near Denver. Obviously, Denver has a ton of landscape spots nearby. But if I didn't, if I lived anywhere else, I swear I'd be doing so much macro photography right now. Honestly, I might even be doing portrait photography, and I'm not a portrait photographer at all. Other than literally one time that I can remember, I have never regretted going out for photography, whether it was landscapes or macro or anything else. And the only exception is this one time that I went out on a winter hike, and I thought that I knew where the destination was, and I was wrong. It was a lot farther than I thought, and I didn't have enough water. That was obviously a really scary situation, but assuming that you don't put your personal safety at risk, there's nothing to regret. You'll always learn something or just enjoy yourself, and honestly, I don't know what else you could ask for. I've heard that it's about to start snowing, or maybe even a blizzard. I don't know exactly, but I don't want to stick around too long. I will say that's probably why the clouds tonight were so nice. And they were really nice, but unfortunately for photography, the best clouds were off that direction, and I was shooting off that direction. So I don't actually think that I got any good photos tonight. And really, I care, maybe not quite zero, I care like 1% that I didn't get any good photos tonight. And that's because of everything else that I've said in this video. I enjoyed myself, had a lot of fun. I learned a lot about this spot because I'd never been here before. And I also just got some fresh air, right? How valuable is fresh air these days? Myself, I'm not immune to reading the news. I'm not immune to just spending a lot of time on that kind of stuff, even just wasting time on that stuff. And I feel like there's a lot of people out there who are probably the same way. But once you do end up in a place like this, or even just take pictures in your own backyard, you really start to remember why you enjoyed photography in the first place. At least for me, it's really actually been quite good for my mental stability and mental health. And I think that you'll find the same is true with you. Either way, hope that you found this video useful. I've got to leave. I'll catch you next time.